All the matches are either postponed or cancelled like they are all around the world. In previous crises, the sport industry has always been considered crisis-proof. It's never really been affected other than time of war. But now the industry is facing major challenge in every way. Athletes, sporting club, broadcaster, franchises, they have all been falling victim to the virus one by one. We are talking about 160 billion industry worldwide, and there's been an incalculable financial hits. When there are no games, there are no ticket sales, no broadcast, and no sponsorship deal, meaning no income at all. It is estimated that Europe's biggest 5 leagues are expected to lose around 5 billion euro in scenarios of matches getting cancelled until the end of the seasons, and also their stock value are decreasing too. Major clubs lost around 40 to 60% value. Clubs around the world are negotiating to reduce their multi-million cash crunch. Wages at the top 5 European leagues of England, Italy, Spain, Germany and France totals 9 billion euro, which is about 62% of all club revenues. Football Barcelona decided to give up 70% of their salary, including superstar Lionel Messi, also Cristiano Ronaldo, who is on track to become the first footballer to earn 1 billion, is giving up an initial part of his income. Germany Borussia Dortmund announced its players waive a double-digit million worth of their salary, and the club has reserved its stadium to treat COVID-19 patients. The Premier League is in talk to push players for 30% waive card. FIFA announced plans to extend player contracts until the end of delayed domestic seasons and change the dates of the transfer seasons. Meanwhile, the Belgium League abandons the seasons and proclaimed Club Brugge as champion. And there's more. The most anticipated flagship events of this year, like the Tokyo 2020, Olympic Games, Europe 2020 and Copa America, have been postponed until next year. Wimbledons were cancelled for the first time since the Second World War, while the Formula One motor racing series is on the verge of total cancellation. These are the big setbacks for broadcasters as well for the leagues. The biggest financial dangers for the NBA, for example, is lost revenues from its TV contracts. The NBA makes almost half of its 9 billion revenue from media fees, and it's expected to lose 450 million from gate revenue. But at the same time, companies who own the broadcasting right lost hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising revenues. Disney, which owned ESPN and AT&T Warner Media, paid $24 billion for the right to air NBA games until the 2024-25 sessions. It estimated that if the season remains suspended through the playoff in April, they will be losing their total ad revenue for this year. The Olympic Games was supposed to be the most heavily sponsored sport event ever, and now Japan faced an estimate of 6 billion in loss due to the delay. They were hoping that the game won't be completely cancelled next year, because it would mean the pandemic would still not be under control, a human and economic catastrophe. And industry-wide, the impact could be last longer. I think that was so naive to think that everything will get back to normal like it was before. There is no doubt that the challenge the sport industry is facing are going to be long-term. Seeing players back in the field and fans are their seats will be on the signs of that things are getting back to normal. but for now, nobody has any ideas when that could happen. That's all from me. I will pass our next point to my friend Aika Azman about how this pandemic COVID-19 affect sport training and coaching development. Bye.
Hi, my name is Aika Binti Azman. My metric number is 171438111. So, the topic that I'm going to discuss about is the effect of coronavirus pandemic on sports training and coaching development. Sport shut down worldwide for a period of time, and there are many sports facing the prospect of an entire year without being able to compete, at least at anything resembling a high level. While the lack of competition is significant, the main problem for elite athletes is the impact lockdown has on their ability to retain fitness and maintain the physical and mental requirement to operate at the highest level. The rules and regulation of lockdown differ from country to country, but almost nowhere are elite sport people able to continue their regular training regime. With people restricted to their houses and surrounding areas, the early stages of lockdown saw a proliferation in novel ways of maintaining fitness using whatever tools are at an athlete's disposal. Technology also has been key, with athletes across a range of sports using apps to compete in makeshift cycling and running competition. Physical challenges have also been regular features on social media. For example, our national squash players have had daily fitness sessions on Zoom, and they have also organized 2 fitness competitions via the same app to compete and motivate. The competition was sponsored by Bounce, and the winners will be given RM250 to donate to a charitable organizations. As for coaching development, there is little doubt that the everyday life and practices of. So that's all from me. Now I'm going to pass to my friend Akif Daniel.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is Akif Daniel bin Asrul Effendi, and my metric card number VIA 190001. Among the sports sector that significantly affected by COVID-19 were government funding and support for sports and activities and development. Such an example in Malaysia, among the financing made by the government is to the Malaysian Football Association, and for the Malaysian youth like Youth Power Club, Malaysian Future Leader School, and Volunteers Initiative. Every professional players are stopped from involving in any training and sports. This is very worried situation for them because they didn't get a payment from the government. Due to the COVID-19 also, UEFA delaying Euro 2020 until the summer of 2021, and the Formula 1 also postponing a number of races with a view to announcing a new race dates later on the 2020 season, and the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 also postponed until the summer of 2021. As an example, of course, as the host for Olympic Tokyo, Japan has already suffered losses due to the suspension of the world's largest sporting event, the Olympics. As a conclusion, for my part, I think that athlete is the most affected because they have to survive with the fundings, payments, or salary that they get before the COVID-19 happens. Now, I will let my another group members, Haziq, will present about his part. Thank you.
Thank you, Akif. Hi, my name is Muhammad Haziq bin Hashim, and I will talk about how coronavirus affected in football. In Europe, Italy Serie A has been impacted through the postponement of games, with the South European country dealing with a serious outbreak. The Coppa Italia final has been moved to the end of May, and all Serie A matches were indefinitely suspended on March 9 after certain fixtures were first played behind closed doors to no fans. Given the scale of the Italian outbreak and the fact that many Euro 2020 host nations are attempting to contain the spread, concerns have arisen over the viability of the European Championship in June. UEFA has indicated the situation is under constant scrutiny and that they will follow the orders of any host countries affected. In England, Manchester United signing Odion Ighalo was forced to spend the first few weeks of his time the club away from the rest of the squad since he joined on loan from the Chinese club Shanghai Shenhua, while a number of Premier League clubs have revealed that handshakes have been banned at training complexes. While in Malaysia, Johor Darul Ta'zim, which is JDT, and a few other M-League clubs look able to pull out all the stops to weather the financial storms wreaked by the COVID-19 pandemic. The smaller teams will have fewer levers to pull. Sadly, the coronavirus crisis could prove to be an extinction level blow to many clubs who are already living from hand to mouth even before the outbreak. A spectre of gloom and doom hangs over many disparate clubs in the Super League, Premier League and M3 leagues. According to reports, the five major European leagues, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga and League One, stand to lose upwards of $4 billion, which is Rm 19 billion, while the M-League is expected to lose more than 100 million ringgit Malaysia in revenues. For the struggling clubs, some who still owe players salary arrears and who have resorted to pay cuts, the day of reckoning is near. Some sponsors have already started to desert the teams, claiming they are unable to honour their pledges due to financial paralysis caused by the virus and the MCO. FAM hope to resume all the football activities soon as there are signs that the COVID-19 curve in the country is flattening. However, the government has indicated that all sporting events not be allowed for up to 6 months even after the MCO.
My name is Lee Jae, VIA 190013, and I'm going to talk about COVID-19 pandemic, how to affect the demand and supply on sport product. So I'm going to give you a summary on my topic, which is demand and supply on sport product. So as you know, COVID-19 pandemic caused everything need to be stopped, so including the sport industry. So a lot of major professional league like NBA, MLB, NFL need to be suspended. So in other hand, Malaysia have Maybank, Open Golf, Malaysia Super League, everything need to be stopped. Yeah, so as a result, so the demand and supply on sport product will decrease significantly, of course. According to the NPC Sport, the NBA could lose nearly 500 million in ticket revenue. So, and this revenue is not including from the tangible sport product, like example like jersey, like t-shirt. So this is a huge loss for NBA. So the another statistics show that every team in NHL, which is the National Hockey League, have lost 1.31 million.
My name is Liu Wenxing and my entry number is VIA 190702. Now, I want to talk about the summary part of the report. I wrote about some of problems caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and the impact on the sports economy and the development of the athletes and the work of coaches. Of course, all of this could not be done without the help of the government, which provided some money and help for sports. Although the disaster has caused great losses, I believe that we will overcome the COVID-19 pandemic soon, and more people will taking part in sports. This is the end of my summary. Finally, I'm very grateful for my group members. They helped me a lot. Thanks to them.